let's now talk about or dive deep into what are the different types of trends, right? So first is, of course, the uptrends, and my favorite, right? Why? So una muna, this is probably the type of price chart. If you're a newbie, you're starting out 1, 2, 3 months into the market, you definitely want to focus on uptrends, right? Where prices are moving higher. Generally, it's much more easier to trade. Right? So uptrends can be defined as when the price just continues to go higher. When the price makes a series of higher highs, and higher lows. You can see here it goes up, then it goes down, right? Then when we move up here, it makes a higher high, it makes a higher low, it goes up, makes a higher high, it makes a higher low, right? And when you're trading uptrends, and as we know, cryptocurrency is a very volatile asset, more volatile than stocks, right? Definitely more volatile than bonds and all these things. It's a high volatility risk asset. Usually, there's less volatility when you're trading uptrends, right? Relatively. And when you're trading uptrends, diba? So if you're a newbie, you definitely want to focus on this. At the same time, the meat of the move, right? On strong trending stocks usually happen in uptrends, right? The big moves happen when prices move higher, right? So even me, now that I've been in the market for around 5 years now, I always try to look for uptrends because these are where the market leaders are, or where the strongest tokens are, who can make the biggest moves, right, over a certain period of time. And now the next type of trend is a downtrend, right? So it's basically the opposite of an uptrend where prices now are moving lower. If you're a newbie, I would recommend that you avoid this, but it doesn't mean you can't make money here. The thing is, it's just much harder. If you're going to try... So, wait. Let me go to the next slide first, right? So, a downtrend can be defined as a type of chart where you can see lower highs and lower lows, right? So, here's the thing, right? It made a high here, it made a low, it made a lower high, and it made a lower low, lower high, lower low. So, what am I trying to say a while ago was, you can still make money here, right, when you're trading these bounces. But generally, these are so much harder to trade. Even myself, I find difficulty trading that. It's not my best suit. It's not my best type of approach. So I try to avoid it as well, right? But in cryptocurrency, unlike if, for example, you're just trading in the Philippine stock market, you can't make money when prices are going down in the Philippine stock market. But in cryptocurrency and in other global markets, you can actually short, right? Or you can make money as prices go lower. But here's the thing. A while ago, I mentioned cryptocurrency is a very volatile asset, right? And usually, in uptrending cryptos, there's slightly less volatility. But in downtrending cryptos, ayun, grabe na yung volatility dito. Especially when we have high selling moments. For example, itong period na to. Grabe yung volatility sa mga ganyang moments. And it's very easy to get whipped or to get shaken out of your position. So you need to have a lot of skill, a lot of precision if you want to short or if you want to trade downtrend. But if you're a newbie and you're just starting out in the markets, I would definitely suggest that you limit your exposure to downtrends, right? Now, the next type of trend is a sideways trend, right? So a sideways trend is basically when the price chart or the token is just consolidating or it's just dancing within this box and it's just ranging. Right? So not a lot of things are happening. It's basically moving pretty neutral, right? So here's one example, Gala. Here's another example, TWT. But even if it's it's not uptrending, it's not downtrending, a lot of exciting things can actually happen within sideways trends or once it goes right above the box or below the box. So these are things that we're going to be discussing in the next lesson actually. So I hope you guys look forward to that. But sideways trends, aside from uptrends, I always like to look for sideways trends, right? Because big moves can happen, right? When certain things happen in these sideways trends. So I won't spoil it because that's what we're going to be discussing in the next lesson. So those are the 3 types of trends: uptrends, downtrends, and sideways trends.